What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Stack. I'm Alex.
Justin.
Pete here.
And we've got a couple of books for you guys this week. Avengers, Invaders #1, DCU #0, and Beyond #1. We're also going to have a speed round, get to a little viewer mail. But let's get right into the books with your first Newsarama sneak review for Avengers, Invaders #1. Big crossover by Alex Ross.
Yeah.
The painter himself.
The painter.
Yes. What did you guys think about this issue? A lot of anticipation for it.
I love the Invaders, and I like this issue a lot. Even though it's with the time travel, it's always like kind of a bummer because you know it's not going to really mean much in the long run. I feel, but this I like.
I completely agree with you. It's upsetting to me. Like, don't do time travel, especially the way this is done.
You don't agree with it.
Well, no, I just feel that like it's just such a tease that it can't mean anything. So it's like, you know, why play with my emotions like that? It's just I'm not into it. I didn't like this issue. I thought Spider-Man really had a good voice going there, and I felt a little bit of me liking Spider-Man coming back. And I was just like,
I thought Spider-Man was annoying in this issue.
Man.
Over the top annoying. Here's what I'll say.
But
it's Alex Ross writing an Avengers Invaders story, so it's kind of a no-brainer to pick up. But at the same time, it feels like, yet again, Alex Ross is writing fan fiction, but he gets paid to do it. And that's pretty much it. And I don't say that I don't appreciate it, but at the same time, like you guys are saying, it's like, oh, what should we do? I don't know, time travel. Okay, there we go. Now they get to hang out together.
But I think it sets up some interesting situations.
I had forgotten how many people on fire there are in the Invaders.
Yeah.
There's 3 different characters.
Well, it's tough to keep track of them.
Spitfire technically is just fast.
I don't know. It kind of made me want a thing like X-Force where there's all wolves, except there's all people on fire.
Yeah.
Fire Force.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah.
Would you say pick it up?
Not Fire Force. Avengers, Invaders, yes.
Yeah, I was asking about Fire Force.
It's not that great, but you have to pick it up.
You have to?
Wow.
Yeah.
Legally. Speaking of something you're legally mandated to pick up, DCU #0 came out. 50-cent issue, only 2 bits.
Yeah, what a deal.
Very exciting. Giving
you
a little preview of what's coming up in the DC universe. Yeah. What'd you guys think about this issue?
I would say it was worth 50 cents.
Oh, that's good then. That's a positive review out of you, I think.
No, that's not a positive review. I was saying that, you know.
You got what you paid for.
Yeah.
Come on, 50 cents, you can take your best sweetie out to the movies.
Yeah, get some popcorn.
Have some fast times, fight the greaser.
Hey. Watch a newsie, yeah. No, I felt like, you know, it was in the papers, a lot of big deal, and I was just like,
papers.
Not really? Yeah.
I agree. I mean, this issue is obviously kind of saying, all right, here's the DC universe right now, and here's where we're teasing what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
But there wasn't much to offer from the book.
It's a 50-cent preview issue. I feel like there's not much you should need to expect from it. There's some really pretty pages. There's nice teases of what's coming up. There's a big reveal on the last page.
Yeah.
There's a nice little Crisis throwback reveal for Legion of 3 Worlds happening right in the middle.
Looking forward to that.
But I feel
and here's what I think. It wasn't quite as successful as, say, Countdown to Infinite Crisis, which is very comparable. I don't remember if that was 50 cents or a quarter or whatever it was. Yeah. But that really had a story, very big events in it. This is very clearly, here's what this is kind of going to look like, and then here's the big splash page ad. And that's pretty much all it is. It wasn't
and when it did, the stories I'm looking forward to more, like the Green Lantern stuff, Legion.
All right, but I feel like after Countdown sucked, you owe me. So fine, 50 cents, I'll do it.
They should be giving us 50 cents to read this.
Yeah, and it was just like, I was like, you need to do something good here because you just sucked for a long time.
Well, that's what Final Crisis is going to be.
There you go.
That's going to be
given the last page reveal, I'm really looking forward to it.
I think flashes are overrated.
Okay, we'll get into that a little bit later. But Beyond #1, this is a way advanced preview for you guys from Virgin Comics. Ron Marr's new title, working with Deepak Chopra. What'd you guys think about it?
I liked the story. I just had some personal issues with the way they kind of showed some characters. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like, it's really tough for me to get behind, you know, because they do it so often with, like, you know, like someone loses a family member, give me back my son, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it's like, you really have to like the character, so when somebody goes missing, you really feel for them. But I feel like if you have a dick character who loses somebody, it's like, well, that's what you get, buddy.
Well, I think there are a lot of ideas going on in this book that in the first issue have not quite panned out yet. We don't know where they're going. We're not supposed to know where they're going. It almost feels like the first chapter of something rather than a complete first issue. You see what I mean?
Yeah. I like it. What's the difference between a first chapter and a first issue?
The difference between a first chapter and a first issue is the first chapter doesn't have to feel...
Chapters are shorter than issues.
No. A first chapter can feel not complete in and of itself. A first issue should have some basic story that is going on there. This feels like it ends in the middle of something. That being said, I want to know where it's going.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I love new people in new cultures and stuff happening to them. And I think that was a cool part of the story.
Yeah, cool.
Yes, yeah, I agree with you.
You know, like fish outside of their water.
Or elephants.
You gotta check out my Fish Force book. It's totally awesome. It's all these fish
it's
and they're out
actually
of water and they're like fin it on.
Isn't Fish Force the arch nemesis of Fire Force?
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna have a first issue, you gotta be able to get behind characters. So I'm hoping in more issues,
you have to get beyond characters.
Well, I'm hoping that they'll have some people.
All right, after the break, we are gonna have a speed round and viewer mail. So stay tuned.
Hey, did you know comics have a long tradition of interactivity? Yeah. Before the internet, there were letters pages. Fans would send in questions and comments, and creators would print those letters along with their responses in the next issue. Now, these days, a lot of comics have ditched the letters pages, but Pulp Secret thinks some traditions are worth keeping. Send an email to tips@pulpsecret.com, upload a video comment, or leave a message at 888-841-7549 and let your voice be heard, literally. Pulp Secret, keeping the tradition alive.
And that's why Fish Force and Fire Force eventually become friends and take down somebody hilarious.
Oh man!
I think this would be better as like a 7-book series, not just a comic.
No,
well, I'm just telling you guys
chapters.
the first chapter.
Yeah,
the first chapter isn't completed on
it's
itself.
like an
Let's
issue.
go to the speed round.
It's like an issue.
Please, Liz, stop talking about that. Black Summer #6. Hell yes. Really starting to explain some things, why everything got so crazy. Black and white flashbacks, meh, but action-packed, and you're really starting to get behind some characters. Really great. Pick it up.
X-Men Legacy 210. This is such a weird X book, but I like it and it's beautifully drawn, so pick it up.
Teen Titans #58. I am a sucker for the character of Miss Martian. I hope she sticks around after Martian Manhunter dies.
What did you say?
Nothing. Keep going.
What? Daredevil, Blood of the Tarantula #1. I love it. It's a great crossover. Black Tarantula kicks butt. He's great, easy person to get behind and root for. So it's nice to see a little bit of a different side of Manhattan.
What?
It's great to see downtown.
Where did that come from?
It's great to see downtown.
Well, you know, I mean, he goes uptown a little bit. It's not just in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, she's an uptown girl. Living in an uptown world.
White bread world. Ex Machina #36. This book is fantastic. Every issue is so rich and moving the story forward in little steps, little increments. It's great. Pick it up.
Yeah, chapters, you might say. This is like the 36th one.
No, they're like little increments, little
okay.
tastes.
Right. Cool.
It was taste #36.
Andy writes into tips@pulpsecret.com. How do you guys feel about how comic book fans are portrayed in TV, movies, and even in some comics? Do you feel it is a generally positive or negative image? And do you think there are many accurate portrayals? Well, I think this is a really interesting question.
Yeah.
Because I think comic fans are not portrayed negatively enough. As the narcissistic, nitpicking jerks that they are.
Wow. Who are you talking to? I hope you're talking.
Guys?
I don't know.
Yeah, everybody?
Oh, man. No,
I don't
really,
know. Wow, you're
Yeah,
hateful.
I mean, obviously, like most things in movies and TV, it's just, you know, not done accurately. They're just trying to, you know, portray something that
a stereotype.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I feel like that they are portrayed very negatively.
That's exactly it. In case it wasn't clear, I was making a hilarious, nitpicky, jerky joke.
No, I thought you were really like taken out on everyone and ourselves.
I feel like to, you know, really get more to the fan base and more like fanboy-esque, I'm going to move into my mom's basement and really gain some weight.
It's
You know,
it's funny. A lot of people.
I don't know how you could gain any more weight.
Oh! What?
Don't listen, Apple Pie. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's all apple pie?
No, I named my stomach Apple Pie.
Oh, man.
Wow, that makes sense.
Here's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with shows like Chuck. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Chuck, but my problem with a show like Chuck is like, hey, Chuck's a nerd. You know how we know he's a nerd? Once every episode, he's like, hey, let's go play World of Warcraft. All right, and anyway, on with the regular business that we're doing. And I'm like,
reference.
shut up. You are not a nerd. You're not making a reference. Come on.
So you don't like it because it's not nerdy enough.
It's not true. It's not true to what a comic book fan actually is.
In all of our glory.
Far be it from me to say there aren't bad segments of any particular population, but there's totally fine segments of a population, like our wonderful fans who watch our show.
Oh, nice. I like the way that...
Nice.
Yeah. And anyway, I don't know. Unless you are a comic book fan yourself, I don't think you can properly portray it.
I mean, I feel like
I think we're pretty cool.
I feel like TV and movies are going to start getting there, where someone can be nerdy and
this has hands down become the saddest question we have ever
right, guys? We're pretty cool, right?
Cool, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Look, we don't have...
You have to ask.
We don't have glasses and beards and sit at home all...
Wearing superhero shirts
all the
and
time.
sound effects shirts and like talking about nothing but comic books all the time.
Yeah, come on, we're cool.
Don't make me...
We're cool.
Wow.
I'm going through puberty.
Well, we're gonna ask you guys. What do you guys think? Are we cool? If you have an opinion on that, or if you have a question, call us at 888-841-7549 or write it to tips@pulpseeker.com. You can also upload your video responses on YouTube or comment right here below the video. We will see you guys next time.
Oh boy,
that's true. You just caricatured yourself
again.
Again.